Hey there everyone, I'm Marcus Harun. We're joined now by Mayor Jackson of Hamden, Connecticut. He's going to be talking to us a little bit about an update right now at about 7 p.m. on Monday. Mr. Jackson, can you start off just by telling us what information you have right now that's new that the Hamden residents could use?
Well, we have close to 1,000 people under power. In the last 2 hours or so, there has been a real increase in the number of trees and tree parts coming down, going toward houses, going onto roofs, and going across streets. So we have a number of streets that are impassable at this point.
Just because the conditions are now getting even worse, are there any crews that are able to help out now, or are you just waiting until the storm is over?
Right now, we are in true emergency response mode that is responding to 911 calls about impending situations or issues that are happening right now. We are not engaged in power restoration at this point. We are engaged in make safe and specific individual security operations.
Okay. Have you been getting any reports of Hamden residents being in danger at all?
Well, our 911 switchboard, and you can probably hear it in the background, is taking constant calls at this point, mostly related to trees, branches, and wires down. That's what we're doing. All of our fire crews are out in the field. They're actually being dispatched in the field from place to place. They're not going back to their home base. We have a lot of calls.
Okay, and I know the shelter that was opened up at Hamden High School that started up yesterday. Have you been, do you know what the response has been there? Have they been getting a lot of people in the Hamden High shelter?
I was there about 5:30 today. There was not a great response, but people knew it was open and people who wanted to take advantage of it did. A lot more difficult, a lot more technically difficult after dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see wires down. It's hard to see branches in the road. It's hard to see any standing water. So our advice to folks is if they can shelter in place, if they can stay at home, if they've made their emergency kits and can last at home, they should do so. They shouldn't venture out at night if they have any other opportunity.
Great. And what kind of resources are available at that shelter?
Well, it's a safe space with food, water, heat, light. We can take pets, and we have staff there available to deal with the individual needs of the individuals who may choose to use it.
Okay. And as far as the roads that are being closed, how are those being handled? Are you getting reports in and then the police is closing them down because of unsafe pathways?
Yes, it's done in a triage system. I recently, at 6 o'clock, made the journey down Whitney Avenue, and I had to take a couple of detours because trees were in the street. Major thoroughfares must be kept open so that emergency access folks have good ways to travel. That's number one. But we are responding to at least a dozen calls right now in places that are not major routes, where human safety is potentially compromised. We're going to come.
Okay, and do you have anything else that you'd like to share directly with residents that are at home or that are able to see this and you're able to send a message to them? Anything else you want to share?
To the best possible, for as long as you can, the best way to access information is via the Town of Hamden Facebook page, Twitter account, and website. That is going to have the most up-to-date information, including road closures.
Great. Well, thank you, Mr. Jackson, for your time and for those updates here from Hamden on Hurricane Sandy. We appreciate it.